did you find out about the Glamour Baby Diaries?
Well, I'd heard about what Ruby was doing in the Bay Area. She's really involved in a lot of youth programming there and like Youth Speaks, which my sister was involved in. So my sister actually forwarded me the program that was going on for Glamour Baby Diaries, and I knew I had to try it out because I'd heard so many positive things about what Ruby had done with my sister in terms of workshops and writing.
I saw not only a desire from other Asian Americans to make our presence more known, but from other girls from other backgrounds, other ages. We all cared about this issue of Asian Americans being invisible in the media, and it was just really great to see other young women who will be the future leaders with me when we're older care about something that I'm passionate about as well.
My name is Ruby Veridiano, and I am the creator of Glamour Baby Diaries. I created it because every time I come and talk to young people, whenever I go to high schools or universities, and I'm a very proud Filipina American woman, and because of that, I always am looking for places where other Filipinas, other Asian American women can thrive. And every time I go into schools asking young people, who are some positive Asian American role models, they always reply, well, they don't reply at all. They're kind of like stuck, and they're always kind of like, oh, I don't know, and that, really bothered me because, there should be someone that we can look to. There should be someone that we can aspire to be like. How do you feel, for the ones who aren't familiar, how does the Asian culture or Filipino culture define beauty?
They have the folded eyes and the big eyes, because Asians different from white people are the eyes, and the black people different from white people are the skin and the hair.
Well, I mean, the majority of the models, they all kind of have the same look, and it makes you makes you just directly think, oh, this person will be a model. It doesn't diversify the image of the model, because they all just look alike.
I really don't feel like I'm represented well as a young Asian American woman. It's funny because my friends and I try to think of, we play this game, which actress in Hollywood would play you in your movie, and we can't think of anyone that would play me other than maybe Lucy Liu.
I feel that the popular culture represents Asian Americans as people who are quiet, obedient, or maybe the other extreme where they're really feisty. I don't think that's a really accurate portrayal at all, because there's always a medium, but that's not really portrayed.
Yeah.
So I just want you guys to kind of look at the models that they're using, and just kind of observe, if you imagine if this is who sets the standard for beauty in America, how does that, how does that come into play in our daily consciousness?
It's really bad. Seriously.
There's been 5 of them that's come up already, right?
Yeah, and they all look the same. They all look the same. They're skinny toothpaste.
I think it's a wonderful workshop, having a space to open up and to discuss things that people are afraid to discuss, and to learn new things that you were never even aware of.
We would work in urban poor areas, and I'd be like, so where did you have your baby? And she just pointed to her bathroom, which is a very small room with just a toilet, and she's like, just there. So the matter of fact of the reproductive health care, it's not only about the condoms or preventative, it's about how women give birth.
By giving health care to peasant communities, the Moron 43 were turning that community against the government by sort of highlighting what, the government wasn't doing for them. So look, you're not getting health care from them, but we'll give it to you. So the government sees that as a threat instead of seeing it as a useful method of aid.
I have identified with the term arts activist, for many years, but
you know, and I haven't been back home to the Philippines in like, you know, maybe 7 years or so, and I'm just like wondering like how would that be received? When really all we are, at least what I identify with, is like just being an agent of change.
Being an agent of change doesn't necessarily mean that you are too much on the other side where you can't access, you know, pop culture and fashion. I just wanted to be able to create that bridge, that sweet spot in between where being positive, being a positive role model could be something that young people could aspire to be, and it could be cool and, you know, fun and something that is inspiring to people.
Hi, my name is Maya Hatch. I'm 25 years old and I live in Tokyo, Japan. I have known Ruby for about almost a year. We met in January. And I've always just been really inspired by Ruby's leadership and her passion for social justice and for empowering women, and particularly Asian American women.
I was wondering if you might be able to share a quick song with us, just to end off our powerful workshop.
There is nothing more precious than the human life, no greater treasure than that of you and I. Chase the path you pave, be the one to lead the way. We'll reach home this way, and everyone can stay.
With the Glamour Baby Diaries program, I really just wanted to redefine the definition of glamour for young women and men, and old women and old men, so that it's not just a fleeting, you know, surface level concept. I wanted it to be something that people could define as something beyond the outside. I wanted to represent strength, inner beauty, passion, and of course social change, because I think the most beautiful thing about a person is when they have a passion and a desire to change the world.